hit the final spaced section.
Yeah, this is definitely going to get very, very close towards the end here because we have pretty much Wolf versus Apraxia, but then Itki versus Mr. Boom at the same time. Digital Hypno and Toy also bringing up some nice combos. Vilchku and Ralphus are actually missing quite a lot. Wolf has dropped the combo as well! All players on
Apraxia going for the FC here. Let's see if he can do it. He can do it. It spells very big things for him. Oh, he doesn't do it. That's a good lead.
Having a little bit of trouble with that jump there. I did see a little bit of a cursor shake. We could actually see a fail coming in at the end.
Oh, Apraxia here comes the more drops.
To do that last time. But so far, all players holding on.
Yeah.
Mr. Boom actually did happen to fail.
Yeah, Mr. Boom does fail. Yeah, but that could have, wow, that was incredibly close actually. Yeah, so going over, so this point going over to United States, very well deserved from the carry of Apraxia. Yeah, that was very close.
Even with Mr. Boom's score, it was still about 100,000 points the difference. Apraxia ended up just having insane performance on that overall, managing to hold on to that a little bit of extra combo in comparison to Wolf. But Wolf coming in with 99.26 on a map like that during Scorby 2.
I mean, well,
I guess
Canadian sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I guess there isn't really too many sliders in this. I don't think Scorby 2 isn't something that impacts it too much because there's just a lack of sliders throughout that map.
Yeah. And borrowing from what the Canadian player Miro Hong said, to basically the way he sees a player, if the player has mastery over the map, is that if he can get above a certain threshold in accuracy, which is in this case, I guess 98.5 was the one that he coined for himself. 98.5% accuracy on a hard rock pick pretty much tells the world that you got this pretty well, and any miss you have difficulty you come across doing, that's going to be due to almost pure chance and your condition on the day off. So I think all the players in the room definitely went above that threshold, if not coming very close to it. So that tells me that these players are all looking to be equally at footing when it comes to UFCing and getting good combos on the map. So now back to Poland with the pick. Let's see what Poland will respond. Probably with another double time, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I'm curious to see whether or not we're going to see Kairi here, because that map is very interesting. Both sides actually perform really well on it, but we're actually seeing the Forgotten here being picked by Poland.
Forgotten is a map that was not picked from the earlier matchup, and I think it's because both teams was trying to avoid it. If not, USA was definitely trying to avoid this map, because we saw that they had some difficulties against UK on this map, at least to say.
Yeah, I mean, the highest score from the United States last time they played this map against the UK was 376,000. But this is a map that challenges pretty much every aspect. I mean, finger control, speed, even aim, and all that kind of stuff. So
yeah.
Not only that, but it also has very, very harsh reading ability.
Like, the way I see it is that this map is a slightly easier version than the tiebreaker from the previous map pool, which is Fleshbound.
I would say give or take, yeah. I mean, when it comes to the speed requirement for this kind of thing and the finger control, like, you can miss so easily, but when it comes to Fleshbound, like, Fleshbound is just, it's an endurance challenge. This map definitely challenges your endurance, but it also challenges it at a very, very high level.
Yeah.
And obviously the fact that it's way shorter, way shorter.
Yeah. And when Kano says endurance, we actually mean two things at the same time here. One thing is your concentration over the time, and the other is your stamina. Both things can deteriorate as you play through a map like this that requires incredible amounts of concentration. And if you just make a slight mistake, even for like 1 split second, that could cost your entire combo, and you may even end up getting a fail from one of the sections, which, I don't think there's too much of fail potential for this map, but I think it does have a lot of parts where it demands you to miss. Like, serious writing,
Definitely a high demand for misses here, because, I mean, those burst streams, they are just insane. Like, if you manage to get through that, then you're doing pretty well. And, I mean, we see a lot of accuracy drops coming in on those in particular, so it's either you sacrifice accuracy for combo.
Here we go into the beginning. Starts off not even like taking a breather here. Everything starts off just jumps right down to the top here. And here we are already seeing USA taking a slight lead from combos. Poland has one more misses coming in. That's one miss too many. But in the earlier section, it basically comes down to the players adjusting to this map, and I think by the time we hit the quarter section, which is going to be now, that's going to be when the players are fully adjusted and ready to get down to just comboing through the rest of the map. And we're seeing that Xerius plus Apraxia both holding incredible full combos still, and Monko 2K slightly behind, but not so much.
There goes that commentator's curse. Xerius dropping as soon as you say that. Xerius having a little tiny bit of trouble with accuracy could make a bit of a difference. I mean, we're seeing so far that almost every player on the side of Poland is just beating Xerius, except for Alien being only 1,000 points behind, and that's pretty much coming down to the fact that the accuracy difference is so huge. I mean, we saw at the beginning Xerius was saying, "Uh-oh," so you know, he obviously doesn't really enjoy trying to get accuracy on this map. It's all about a combo game when it comes to this one.
Exactly. I think it comes down to what I call like cheesing through the combo by sacrificing the accuracy. That's probably what Xerius is trying to do there, but ended up being too costly for him, as we see that his full combo didn't end up meaning too much.
Every single player had missed on that 1-8 stream section, except for Piggy. Piggy is still holding on throughout all of these.
What
I was going to say as well that
Piggy
and Rafis are definitely two players to really look out for on this. Apraxia and Monko 2K as well, but my goodness.
He does drop, however, he already gave a huge lead for his team on this map. I mean, yeah, like right now it just that comes down to whether or not USA could muster a way to come back from this, but Pig is not giving them a breather, as that earlier combo did help his team regain momentum. Alien and Rafis are going to be there to counter Apraxia and Monko. However, noteworthy is that Apraxia has 90+%, which is very high for this map, as we see that he beats out all players from the Polish side. But by himself, is it going to be enough? Monko does drop. He has 600 combo though. Is there going to be enough map? I don't think there's going to be enough. Let's see what could happen here. He does drop. And yeah, that's going to be the point going over to Poland. Piggy definitely the carrying here. I mean, Piggy more like Pigzilla, if you know what I'm talking about.
Oh boy. But yeah, I mean, as mentioned, Piggy and Rafis were two players to really look out for. They are the double time strength on the Polish side, and when it comes to a map like that, it sort of plays very similar to it when you have these really, really high BPM burst streams kicking in. And I mean, Piggy managing to get through the 1-8 streams, I was very, very impressed to see something like that.
Yeah.
Apraxia also managed to build back a nice combo towards the end, and even having 98.1 accuracy on a map like that with a 1 miss. I mean, we could have seen a few slider breaks in between that, but my goodness. Some impressive plays from both sides.
Of course, actually, I think Apraxia beats out Piggy's score despite having the lower combo. But of course, that comes from his tremendously higher accuracy. Noteworthy play definitely going over to him, but he by himself was not enough. So USA has to rethink this and put more backbone support in favor for Apraxia. He's not going to be enough to carry the team all by himself. And Poland there, looking like they were trying to support Piggy, but Piggy was still largely by himself for a large majority of the map.
So it is now United States pick. It is 3-3. Scores are tied. Yeah, I wonder what they're going to go for, because slowly but surely we are running out of picks in the pool. I think it might be in their best interest to try out a free mod.
I think so too, but free mod for some reason seems to be... Oh, and there we go, the free mod. I was going to talk about the free mod is kind of like this mixture between the two combo battling, like modded combos, but the two non-combo, which is the two no mods, they're going to be the ones to just straight spell out consistency, playing like no mod. And in this case, this map on no mod is fairly manageable by all players, I would say. In that case, I think USA has a slight leeway.
Yeah, I mean, free mods are always very interesting because they are pretty much a sheer test of consistency. Like, they're very heavily favored in terms of consistency picks. Going for hard rock on something like this is very risky. We may see it come out of Apraxia if Apraxia is dipping into this one, but I think it'll probably be in the United States' best interest to try and go for the 2 hiddens and match Poland with maybe 2 hiddens as well.
Yeah.
Give Apraxia
actually,
that no
Fire Rage met a girl at 99. Oh, poor Fire Rage. For some reason, the American players are really just showing their jovial side today. I really like this. They are showing that they don't have too much pressure on the shoulders. They have confidence that they will prevail and that confidence I think is going to mean good things for them in the long run.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really looking forward to seeing how the rest of this does turn out. It seems like the players have a very, very good approach to it. As you mentioned, the mindsets earlier of Wolf and Rufus. I mean, even the United States, they're going into this pretty chilled, pretty relaxed about it.
Yeah, someone was asking in chat about, like, can anyone explain the roles? And my answer to that is there is no explanation. The players just rolling the random numbers for the sake of it. Like, they are bored waiting in the room and they decide to roll. That's basically what I could tell you. So yeah, going down to this this Fremont pick, seems like we have 2 hiddens on each side.
Yeah, they're actually going for the safer option, but it's quite a surprise to see Apraxia on hidden here. Apraxia isn't really a player that we see going for the hidden that often, but could have been practicing some of it. And I mean,
yeah,
on a map like this, it's definitely something that isn't uncomfortable.
Could be giving Fire Rage and Toy an easier way with the combos. I think they're going for the safe full combo strategy against Poland, who has to overextend a little bit to counter them in this case. We know that Toy can be extremely consistent on Nomad. So yeah, let's see how the players will do. Fire Rage here is going to be also another target to look at because he is the one to that the team gave the easy ticket to.
His number consistency picks are very interesting, but we're actually seeing an early miss coming out from Apraxia here. That hidden might not be paying off for the United States just yet, but we have to wait and see.
Yep, this song has 3 core sections, each building up on top of the previous, and here we go into the first part. This is where we can see some breaks coming in.
Yeah, this is the first major build-up section where we start to see things pick up a little bit, the jumps start kicking in, awkward patterns. As we've mentioned, Handsome is usually a mapper that's very well known for some of the edgier mapping, but this is a little bit more than a standard map, I'd have to say. In comparison, at least.
In comparison to his entire portfolio, definitely. I mean, Handsome is being around the community for a long time, and he's mapped some very interesting picks to be put in the map pool. And in this case, one of his more traditional standard is now in the pool. Going through the first core section, actually all players are holding combos aside from Apraxia, who just dropped now. But I mean, it could still swing either way because 3 full combos on each side now with Wolf missing is gonna mean something big in the long run, which means that whoever drops first next will be giving the lead to the other team.
Yeah, it's gonna come down to whoever can hold those combos the longest out of the 3 on each side. Because Wolf and Apraxia are both having a little tiny bit of trouble. We're seeing combo resets.
Yeah. Both players actually holding the same accuracy, so it could be that they're both just down to the consistency issues. And we're seeing that... Oh yes, he did drop.
This could be the edge that the United States needs. It might go back in their favor, but Fire Rage actually happens to drop there. As I do say that, it's still 2 full combos against each other.
Yeah, but however, US has a hidden mod on one of the full combos. There's a slight score, not too much, but definitely a score in favor. And in this case, where everyone holds a very good accuracy by themselves, it could mean that we come down to a very close one decided by solely the mod multiplier. In this case, Waxen dropping again. Oh, actually, Waxen just dropping now. It's not good because he was one of the full combos.
Yeah, this is where the mod multiplier is going to start kicking in as well. We still have 2 full combos, and they're against Rufus.
Yep.
The score is going back in favor of the United States.
Yeah, but Team Poland has to hold on. For a slight slither of hope that Team USA would give them one more drop. One more drop is possibly all they need, but USA, will they give them that?
I would have to say at this point they need 2 drops from the full combos. Although this is the section where it could happen, but there may not be enough time left. It seems like the score difference is just getting larger and larger. Yeah, this is to the point where there might not even be potential for a comeback.
And with more drops coming from Poland and USA, this is going to be... I think it's going to go over to USA now. There's not too much fail potential at the end. We do see a couple of large jumps, but now that 200,000 points in difference in favor of USA, it's going to mean that USA is going to take this game. Period.
Yeah, they've pretty much sealed the deal with Itki and Toy coming in with... Oh, Itki actually missing, and Toy as well missing right at the end. Ruf is still holding on to that full combo, but it's not enough
Ruf is just to make up for 200,000 by himself, and that's not enough with the remainder of his score.
Despite those misses coming in from Itki and Toy right at the end. it still wasn't enough to bring it back for Poland. It was just too late, too far gone.
Exactly.
But Rafis did actually manage to full combo that with 99.3 accuracy. Very, very solid performance from him, as well as Idki and Toy on the side of the United States coming in with two 1.5k combos. Toy with the one miss. Idki actually might have had a little bit of trouble in that jump section, but that could have been the hidden being that reason for it. As I mentioned, it was quite a surprise to see Apraxia on hidden. I mean, I think he's a player that doesn't really enjoy it. From what I've seen, he mentioned he doesn't really play it much.
Yeah.
I mean, 5 misses, and they were occurring at random points in the map too, so...
Yeah, definitely he seems to be struggling with the mod, but I think he's just trying to take one for his team. And actually, correction on something I said earlier. So I got corrected by Debs by saying that the role Meta Girl from is actually from the song Sleeping with Sirens. I think it's... what's the name I was thinking about?
If You Can't Hang.
Yeah, If You Can't Hang. There we go. If You Can't Hang. We're trying to get either 17 or 23.
17.
Yeah, that's a very good song and a very good, very well mapped to be putting those. Oh, and we're going down to see Gatado.
Oh boy, Elemental Creation. This is going to be a very, very interesting map to see for both of these sides.
Yep. Now this is a fairly challenging one. We've seen that pretty much all teams so far that play this pool have some difficulty with this pick. In that it's one to not really produce any good full combos. I don't think anyone has truly been able to put it under their belt saying that it's their pick.
The only player that actually managed to full combo this, I think, was Dust Ice.
Yeah, Dust Ice.
We did see a full combo from Dust Ice on this map in Scorby 2 is absolutely insane. But
yeah. However, still, it's a very shaky pick, I would say. This
map in the previous match slightly favored Poland by about 400. Well, I say slightly, but it was actually about 400,000 points the difference. Wobblefulf was a player who stood out very much on this. Axarius as well was another one. Idki also performed very well, but I think last time they ran Digital Hypno and Fire Rage, and those two were having just a little tiny bit of trouble on this one. So we are seeing pretty much the same roster, except with Fire Rage swapping out for Apraxia here. It seems like Poland are going for the exact same roster that they had last time, so they are feeling confident on this one. Just have to see whether or not Apraxia can step up and whether or not the United States can maybe score a point against Poland on their own pick with this change of roster.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how things go here. Apraxia is definitely needed today, as we see that Team Poland is definitely better than where they were 2 days ago. This map is just described by streams, streams, and streams. I mean, you get jumps here and there to make up for it, but they're very challenging overall in that the map doesn't really give you any breather throughout the way. Like, they're just challenges thrown at your face pretty much every 5 seconds, with less than 5 seconds in between each hard pattern.
Yeah, the streams are very, very relentless in the way. It's just the general aim and stamina requirement for them is insane. Yeah. We're seeing a few misses coming in from Mr. Boom, Waxon, Rafis, Digital Hypno, as well as Apraxia in the beginning. Wobblefulf and Axarius are still holding on to combo, but Wolf drops, as I say that, on that really, really tough stream. Axarius still holding on here with 99 accuracy.
Axarius did pretty good last time around as well, so this could be that his chance to carry. 99+% shows that he definitely got this. He's not just doing this as a fluke. Like, USA players all holding above 99 except for Digital Hypno, which is, I guess, understandable, but Axarius will be the one to carry here this time, with very good accuracy. Waxing on the other side to challenge, but he's being neutralized by Apraxia, offset completely almost.
Yeah, Axarius definitely in the driver's seat here.
Axarius looking to full combo this possibly? No, and he does break. Oh, but he already gives a 300,000 lead for his team, and that's going to be more than enough, I think, for his team to secure this point.
I mean, as much as Axarius was in the driver's seat, you still got co-pilot Apraxia here to make sure that the United States can take this one. Pretty much co-piloting here. I mean, if anything, could be swapping over to the driver at this rate. I mean, 99.6 on a map like this. Still a one miss coming in there, but there's no combos to make a difference on the side of Poland. It's going to be going well in favor of the United States.
Yeah, we ended up seeing the combo carries Wobblefulf and Rafis appearing short today for whatever reason, but that's going to cost their team tremendously. As we see that Rafis only managing a 270 combo, which is the lowest on the board. He probably has some adjustments to make. We saw that he was having some hardware difficulties, but Yeah. Earlier he did full combos. I'm guessing he was trying to experiment with things. So USA now with the next pick, and they're 5-3, 2 points in lead, and 2 points from taking back this match, which is
Yeah,
much needed.
I just want to talk about this. I mean, we have Apraxia and Waxon pretty much with very similar accuracies. The only difference is obviously that Apraxia got a 50 and Waxon got a 100. Both players having 3 misses. Apraxia managed to hold on to a slightly larger combo, but still, those accuracies on a map like that in a tournament scenario, that's insane. It just shows that these players perform really, really well under pressure.
Yeah, seems like USA wants to make the game 2 definite thing to happen, and we as commentators are anticipating that as well. But Poland here definitely doesn't want anything along that line. They want to just win and go home and period. USA here now picks Kyrie. This is Kalafina song, a double time AR 10.3.
Yeah, this one is definitely a map which kind of favors the alternating, but again, it's very uncomfortable due to the fact that there's such a high approach rate. When you put a map like this on 10.3, it plays very differently from something that you're very used to. I mean, it's not like your Amazing Break, the alternating style that we see from that. And not only that, it is still fairly speedy.
Yeah, so far we've seen USA being a team that if you allow them the breathing room they need, they'll be able to come back. But whereas Poland seems to be struggling by always losing the lead by just a little too much. For this pick, I think with the double time roster, they can manage a fairly competitive challenge for USA. However, they have to watch out for USA as that if the USA is doing a double time pick, it means that US is fairly confident on what they can do on this pick. Because USA is not known for being good on double time, and Poland will have to watch out to not miss too many times in order for them to manage a good score and a good lead on this map.
I mean, the United States have had a really, really solid performance on this. They actually managed to beat Poland last time. The only thing is, though, that Rafis did full combo this last time as well, so that's definitely something to be looking out for. Piggy as well is another player who performs really well on double time, but I mean, the United States has a fairly balanced lineup when it comes to double time, especially with a map like this. I mean, Toy even favors on this as well. Because you might see Toy having a little bit of trouble on some of these faster picks, particularly like Levide, for example, but on a map like this, Toy will shine quite a lot.
Yeah, definitely. Like, Toy is what I would describe as a jack of all trades, master of none, but master of none in the sense that of the extreme, highly competitive sense. But he's overall a very good tournament player and one a force to be reckoned with inside OWC Grand Finals, especially.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen from community results that Toy is definitely a player that is capable of playing pretty much almost anything and still performing really well on it.
Yeah, full combo is going strong. Poland having some early misses. We're gonna need to see some better things from them to come back. But in this case, USA starting off this 10.3 with very strong, very convincing lead.
Yeah, we're actually seeing a bit of a different roster from Poland in comparison to last time. They're opting for Alien here instead of A-Star, so this could be something that might pay off for them. Maybe not, though. It's just, I don't know. It could be that A-Star might not be around, but maybe they just want to give Alien a little bit more of an opportunity to perform really well on a double time pick. Because we've seen him on both, I think. We've seen him on Levide as well last time. Had a little bit of trouble with it, but this one definitely plays very different in comparison to that. Yeah, still 4 full combos coming in from the United States here. Wolf is the only player. I actually think that might have been an early miss, but pretty much holding a full combo for the side of Poland.
Yeah, Piggy right behind him, but they need more misses coming from USA. Apraxia does miss, which is a good start, but well, for Poland that is. But Apraxia alone would not be able to make too much of a difference. Iki and Toy, along with Monko 2K, looking incredibly strong defending this lead against Poland. Ref is missing there, and that's not going to be good. 30,000 points in favor of USA at this point is very strong in the midsection. This is where the combo starts to really spell out. As we see that the lead now is expanded almost purely by the sense that USA has 3 combos, and more full combos than Poland does.
Yeah,
And
Iki
still does
managed
after
to just
that
drop.
section.
Yeah, Iki happened to drop just before that slow section. We won't be seeing a full combo coming in from Rafis either. Wolf is still holding onto a really nice combo. right now, Poland need the United States to drop their 2 full combos. There's one, Toy dropping. Monko2K needs to hold on here. We have seen Monko2K have a little bit of trouble on this map in the past, but definitely stepping up this time around. I mean, it seems like these players in the United States have been just trading players when it comes to who is going to full combo map. It's like one moment you'll see like Apraxia and Monko2K full combo, and the next moment you see Iki and Toy full combo, for example. So at least they always have a consistent line.
I mean,
when it comes to having 2
teamwork
or 3
is always
full combo.
that's always a way to look at teamwork if you want to think of it that way. In this case, Apraxia recovering from the combos earlier loss, and Piggy is being offset by him almost completely.
Yeah, the score difference is just too great at this point.
Yeah.
We're just past the 3/4 mark. It's already 400,000 points in favor of the United States. Apraxia is also building up a nice 1k, or yeah, almost 1k combo here. Piggy dropping once again. Wolf is still holding on to near full combo.
Yeah, Monko does drop, however.
Drops,
that's not going to be enough.
It's not going to be the difference maker, yeah. Because Apraxia and Toy and Idki as well, managing to bring back some combos. Wolf drops right at the end as well. Rafis getting that 1k combo towards the end, but just the breaks early from Poland pretty much sealed the deal for the United States. Yeah.
Now Poland's down 6-3. Now this is arguably better than where they were last time around, in that they had to come back from 6-1. So we see something similar this time from Poland, because USA certainly is prepared this time, as you can see. And if Poland does go into a tiebreaker situation on this match, it's going to be, I think we're going to see some roster change from USA compared to last time as well. So I am just sitting here and wondering, what can Poland possibly pick to make a comeback here? Wolf does show some good combo here, but his team is kind of letting him down overall.
Yeah, so, Wolf definitely stepping up on that one, but the accuracy tanking just a little tiny bit. But I mean, on a map like that, it's kind of expected. That map is a huge test of finger control. But yeah, right now Poland need to look towards the pool rather, and see if they can find something that might be a saving grace for them.
Oh, and keep in mind, Polygon.
This is a very, very interesting choice, because we've actually seen that the United States has performed really well in this. Although Poland definitely do have some players who can perform well in this. We've seen that Wolf and Rafis had very strong performances in the previous match. Or maybe not even the previous match. I think I've seen those on the leaderboards.
Yep, this map, mapped by the Norwegian player Cebu, it's being considered a bane of existence for some players due to it's just absolutely brutal with the with the pattern placements. You got sliders and space string patterns all around, and it's not particularly in either high or low BPM, so it really puts a player in challenge with the finger control. Also, it's a very reading based hidden, so yeah, despite it being AR 9.3, I think, so fairly fast, but well, fairly high AR, but not high enough. I think more players going to just go for the safer route of going for cheesing the accuracy, cheesing the combo. Sorry, accuracy, you can cheese it.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about this map being very, very technical in terms of the stream jumps that it has to offer. There's definitely potential for a team fail coming in on some of those parts where we mentioned, you know, you may want to cheese it just to make sure that one player gets through, kind of thing. But we're going to see a lot of accuracy tanks on that, if not potentially fails. Although we might not see a team fail here. I would say these players are fairly comfortable on a map like this. We did see last time that it actually went in the favor of the United States by about 150,000 points, but Poland is looking to change that this time around. This is their pick.
Yeah, they are just calling last time a fluke, a pure luck that USA won, and this time they're looking to show that they got this. But the earlier miss from Mr. Boom is not going to be helping.
Yeah, Rafis and Mobberfulf are definitely two players to look out for from the side of Poland on this one. Digital Hypno and Toy are also two really good players. Fire Rage should also step up very well. Iki was having a little tiny bit of trouble with this last time, and we're seeing that so far. 3 early misses coming in from the United States. Digital Hypno, Toy, and Iki all dropping there. Mr. Boom and Rafis have dropped as well, along with Vujku slightly early.
Yeah, Fiery Rage there with the only full combo remaining on US team. Now it's his turn to carry. Kano, you've earlier mentioned about USC just taking turns every player's carry. It seems like that's
I was gonna say as well. I mentioned that Fire Rage looking to step up here, and so far that is the case. Holding 99% accuracy, pretty much battling Wolf right now. Needs to hold on here.
Fiery Rage is the last player, really, to be honest, I was expecting to make
my goodness, dropping right for the slow section as well.
Yeah. I'm not sure if I don't think it's my curse. Nope. I think I'm a little bit delayed with that.
It's definitely the curse,
It's definitely
that curse.
No, but his team is there to back him up though. Digital Hypno and Iki both managing enough combos, and Wolf they're dropping could be a way to USA to hold on to the lead to the very end. Here we go to the harder section where we can see some team fails.
Yeah, we've seen all players on the side of Poland drop their combos, and it's well in favor of the United States here. This is going to be going to them, unless they happen to fail, which doesn't look like that's the case. We're getting to the last portion of the song. United States will be taking the first set with the best of 13. 7-3. Very, very convincing victory on that one. That was a very risky choice from Poland. I mean, they
agree.
Didn't manage to win last time.
And Mr. Boom's accuracy certainly doesn't show that he is anywhere as competitive on this map as he would like to be. But, I mean, yeah, this is a very difficult pick regardless.
Yeah, I think it's really tricky to see when it comes to the beginning as well. Like, if you don't manage to combo the beginning, which I'd have to say is one of the easiest sections, even though it's still very, very difficult, it's something that's going to make a huge difference on a map like this, because most players we don't really see comboing through the ending. But I mean, United States had a few players managing to get through that fairly comfortably as well, so that was very well played by them. So that is going to the United States. 7-3. We'll be looking to swap over.
Yep, and we'll be having a slight roster switch on the commentator seat very soon, because I will be stepping out and someone else will be joining you to provide you the commentary for the second match with Kano here. And that's going to be Doomsday from the UK roster, who's an extremely good player, a monster, both from the old sense and the new one. So yeah, he is going to be coming and provide you with more insight in terms of the match, because I think his professional opinions here will definitely be appreciated. And actually, Kano, while we're waiting for, I think it's 10-minute break we're taking, so while we're waiting here, can we just go down and drill into some points where we think like could be some major implications for the team?
Yeah, I mean, we've seen so far that Poland doesn't really favor Hidden too much, because they obviously chose to ban Made of Fire, and they haven't really been performing as well as they would like to on a map like Polygon.
Yeah, I think they can possibly go for the more safer route, in that not really safe by leaving Made of Fire out as an option, because really I don't think it's anyone's map on that one. It's a very risky pick that USA wouldn't even go for unless they have like a very, very convincing confidence that they can win on that one. And I think it's better for them to just leave it open and possibly make for an attack on it when they see an opening. After we have seen that USA could just completely upset the match on Poland with Cox's Thanatos, which they did 3.5 million on with 3 full combos, which was just absolutely mind-blowing.
Yeah, the States are definitely proving to be very, very strong on both Hard Rock and Double Time. Although Poland, if they can manage to get some of those full combos coming in from Piggy and Rafis on maps like that, and not only that, the Ghost of 313 is another one that's really, really good solid choice for Poland here. So you actually may see that coming in as a ban from the United States, potentially. They might opt to leave Packet Hero open and just hope that maybe that they can hold on to full combos on some of those consistency picks. I think that would be a really, really solid choice for them.
Yeah, after all, Poland is one where if you give them enough consistency picks, they can possibly edge out advantage. But in this case, I think the overall skill set favors USA more, so Poland has to really play as the underdog here. And I mean, they did win the earlier match, but if they think that was purely by their skill, which was absolutely not, then they're in for a huge awakening, because the matches now show that Poland needs every single one of their members on their A game, when USA is looking like they got every single one of theirs on just that. So yeah, one thing I would like to add is just, as we move closer and closer to like the later parts of the match, of the day actually, that Poland is looking to be strained on stamina. They're already, I think, like 9-10 p.m. ish. So whereas USA is just moving into the afternoons. USA players are possibly a little bit tired now, but not as tired. So Poland has to watch out for that, not to overextend and give USA an opening by the pure sense of them just completely burning out on their own picks. So yeah, that's my advice before going out to Poland.
Yeah, I mean, so far we've seen that the United States are well awake. I mean, they are performing insane on some of these. We've seen that, 2 or 3 full combos coming in on some of these maps, or really, really high combos nonetheless. And the thing is, throughout these matches, we've seen the players pretty much trading who is going to full combo. Like one moment we'll see like a Praxia and Digital Hypno full combo, and then like Idki and Toy will full combo the next time. It's just they're pretty much trading back and forth. I mean, we had Fiery Rage pretty much starting out really solid as well on that polygon, as we saw, despite having that miss just before the slow section. But even then, that was a really, really nice thing that the United States needed there.
Yeah, I mean, even for most of the map, like Poland, when Wolf was left alone for 200 plus combo on Polygon, and after Fiery had dropped, like Wolf could not make up the difference because Wolf was way down in accuracy compared to Fiery's, which was 98+%, and that is very good on a map like that. So Fiery not only secured the lead by combo, also secured the lead by accuracy, which was tremendous for his team. Like had he